Hello and welcome into round 11 NPL Victoria action, coming to you live from CB Smith Reserve, and it's Moreland City playing host to Altona Magic here this afternoon. The sun is out, perfect conditions for football as both these teams looking to try and get off to a bright start here this afternoon for the Altona Magic after what was a slow start to the season, springing to life in the past fortnight, coming up with two big wins over fellow battlers, the Melbourne Knights and St Albans. Those two wins has rocketed them up the table. They find themselves up in ninth and surely out of the danger of the relegation zone, barring sheer disaster. While for Moreland City, of course, still chasing their first points for 2024. After coming up, they've battled away and it's been a case of oh so close, but not quite getting the job done. Coming off a 3-2 loss to Heidelberg, they showed plenty of fight and spirit in that game against a side that has been scoring goals for fun this season, and they almost came away with their first point, only for a Josh Pinn goal in the 90th minute to add further despair to this side that has come close to scoring that point. And perhaps this afternoon might be the moment they've been waiting for here at home, up against an Altona Magic side that a fortnight ago might be in a battle of two teams looking to keep themselves afloat in the NPL Victoria competition for 2025. With those two wins well and truly putting Altona in good form heading into today's clash. Go through the home side in goals: Alex Condeleon, Newman Ali, Michael Sassides, Corey Thomas and Matt Spall. Making up the defensive line: Dean Waters, Diego Cuba, Fletcher Fulton, Jose Sands, Chudia Tarjith and Apai Akano. As play underway and Moreland with first use of it. Looking to start this contest brightly as Spall loses possession and gives it back to Altona. Altona, of course, unchanged, not willing to mess with the winning formula after those two strong victories, while for Moreland, just the one change, Michael Sitsidas coming back into the side at the expense of Kurt Arob, who makes way and reverts back to the bench. My name's Simon Rathbone. Pleasure to have your company here this afternoon from wherever you're tuning in around Australia. Points well and truly at a premium here for Moreland City. Desperate, it seems to be, now or never for their 2024 season. Things won't get any easier. Oakley Cannons next week. There's a change of the helm for today's clash. Colin Cooper taking the reins. Of course, Colin Cooper had a brief stint at Hume City in the head coach role last season before making way for Cam Watson over there at Hume, and he gets his opportunity here this afternoon. Ball given it away in the midfield there. Rossi hand it straight back through the middle, and now looking to weave through traffic. Tarjith playing it through and just getting their wires crossed on that occasion. Altona, after only having the one win inside their opening 8 games, back-to-back victories. Just how quickly things can change in this competition. 2 1-0 wins. Ball played forward here for Tarjith. Just losing his footing and giving the ball back to Altona. It really was a key month of football for Altona, taking on the likes of the Knights and St Albans, who have struggled themselves this season. Just felt as though they had to come away with the points, and while it might not have been pretty at times, 2 1-0 wins is all that matters. They got the points. Anastovsky scoring in his past 2 games. Scored in the 75th minute last week for the winner and scored from the spot the week prior. When it rains, it pours after what was a tough start to the season for the number 9. In good goal-scoring form heading into this afternoon's clash. O'Driscoll looks to loft it long. Anastovsky wrestling there with Sitsidas. So 3 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses, Altona's record so far this season after finishing 6th last year. Plenty of changes coming into this campaign from the side that challenged some of the top teams last year. We're hoping they can finish their second half of the season off with the bang. Targeth, seeing plenty of it in the opening exchanges. Resting at the back there with Gust. Gust once again winning that battle. After battling injuries, Chidia Targeth finding some regular game time. Wearing the number 10, popping up on that right-hand side. You can see the man Apayakono leading the line. Opened the scoring last week in the 29th minute in that 3-2 loss. Handy man to have leading the line. 67 goals in his Moreland career. Gus couldn't keep that in play as Rossi looked to loft it up near halfway. Matt Spall just trying to pinch a few extra metres. Not fooling the referee out there in the middle. Referee today, Max Hanlon. He's joined by Daniel Papadakis, Tom Elliott, and the fourth official being Lazarus Pantelidis. Both teams a little bit sloppy with possession in these opening exchanges as Mukacha heads out the direction of Juach. Heavy touch, and once again the ball spilling out of play. So neither team really able to wrestle momentum in their favour inside this opening 5 minutes. Jose Sanz, his return ball intercepted by O'Driscoll. Corey Thomas scored last week. 28 goals now in his Moreland career. Corey Thomas. Ball fed through here for Targeth. Returns the favour to Akano. O'Driscoll there to intercept. Cuba wins in the midfield. Plenty of work to do here for Sands. Well defended there. O'Driscoll has been productive already. The opening 6 and a bit minutes. Ball played through here for Savdic. No real options here for Gust. Marshalling some troops around him, well defended by Moreland. Spall, Targeth. Play allowed to continue. Still going eventually cleared by Thomas. Launching it into no man's land. O'Driscoll coming to mop up. Juach looking to use his speed, gets around the defender, cuts it back. Golden opportunity. Slight bobble there for Anastovsky. And the goal scoring form is in. You expect him to do better. Just bobbled up slightly and the shot went askew. They're still on the attack. Liberto. Juach had the nice movement to create that good opportunity a few moments ago. Mukacha fancies himself from range and over the crossbar it goes. And after a choppy start to this contest, Altona finally clicking into gear in the final third. Spall dispossessed, well won there in the midfield. Numbers moving forward. Savdic tries to dink a little ball through, well positioned there at the back. Savdic trying to win it forward and play allowed to continue. Now Moreland bring it back the other way. Jose Sands trying to feed it through for Akano. Sands receiving some attention there by Liberto. Side Mokacha. O'Driscoll. With his eyes up, looking to spot the run here of Savdic. Chance here on the volley, fires. Condeleon well positioned and collects it the second time of asking. Anastosky's shot directed straight at the goalkeeper on that occasion. Targeth continues his heavy involvement. Trying to spot the run there of Spall. Targeth wins the ball. Looking to take on Savdic. Sajeski. Ball fed through. Condeleon had to use his head as he was precariously placed just on the edge of the box. A few nervy moments there as the ball was played forward. Christian Rossi playing it forward for O'Driscoll. Rossi with the 2 clean sheets last year. Back in goals and a regular fixture for them between the sticks. Despite the mass changes from last season, of course. Jonah and Josh Makowski making way from the side. Picked up a lot of the slack up front. Something that's had to be a void, I guess, filled by the likes of Anastovsky. This is Moreland's first game back at home after that disappointing defeat to Manningham a fortnight ago. Felt as though that was a real key moment in the Moreland season. You felt as though they could have come away with points, gave themselves a chance in the back end of the season. Disappointing 4-1 result that afternoon. It's left them in a precarious position, and with those 2 wins that Altona picked up over the past fortnight, all of a sudden a big job left to do, and just feels like they must come away with the 3 points to give themselves any sort of chances. There's contact in the box and winning a penalty, and that could be just the kind of opportunity Moreland need to revive their season. Nice run there. I think it was Fletcher Fulton. He scored in that game against Manningham, and he's earned his side a penalty right there. Altona defence just sticking out the leg, little lapse in concentration. And it'll be Apai Akuno who will take the shot from the spot. I've seen Jose Sands take one early in the season. He missed that opportunity against Hume. And with Acano back in the starting side, the years of experience behind him. Acano up against Rossi. Acano for Moreland City, and he finds the back of the net. The perfect start for Moreland season to try and revive their season in 2024. Cool, calm, collected from Apai Acano. Just the start Moreland City were after.
Goal for Moreland City FC, number 11, Apai Acano, 1-0.
Just the 3 goals last season. He's got the second most appearances for Moreland City. Such a great servant for this club. And delivering right there. Moreland City 1, Altona 0. Well, the goal-scoring feats continue to flow for Moreland City after they really struggled to find the back of the net in the early parts of the season. Make that 8 goals with 7 of those in their past, now 4 games. And after Altona have had the most of the chances inside the opening 15 minutes, it's Moreland City who take the lead at home. Wrestling forward down this right-hand side. Duach plays the ball across. Flag eventually raised. And now suddenly some work to do for the Altona Magic in this first half. All that momentum they carried into today's clash quickly evaporated as they find themselves a job to do. Down 1-0 to Moreland City on the road. So 2 goals in 2 games for Apai Acano. Sitsidis, who was shown the red card in that game against Hume a couple of weeks ago for his second yellow card, back into the side this afternoon. Rob finding himself back onto the bench. O'Driscoll, some time and space, looking to spot a run. Pressure applied there by Jose Sanz. Duach. A little battle there at the back. Yorman Ali from Moreland City, wearing number 23. There he is again, Duach. Skips free of 1. Play allowed to continue on the left foot. Over the crossbar it goes. Condeleon lofts it long, looking for the run of Fulton. And he started a penalty that led to that Apaya goal. Moreland looking to apply the pressure and add a second. Well dealt there by the Altona defence. Stajeski. Ball ricocheting back to the centre back. Altona playing with their 3-4-3 formation this afternoon. O'Driscoll, Stajeski, Gust. The three at the back line. Nice ball played forward. Well controlled there by Sahavdic. Looking to play it in the path. Looking to get it back. Off the right foot. Takes a deflection. What a save. Condeleon adjusted well. Getting a strong applause from the home support. Condeleon, who'd committed to his right-hand side, had to react well, stuck out a paw to deflect that ball over the crossbar. Corner coming up nonetheless for the visitors. O'Driscoll and co floating forward, looking to make themselves an option here at the near post. Thomas was there to deal with it, but foul committed in the box, so free kick coming the way of Condeleon, who looked to launch it long, no doubt. And well, after 20 minutes of play, Moreland City with the 1-goal advantage. Payakuno scoring from the spot ball, given away there. Plenty of white jerseys pouring forward before the Moreland defence getting back in numbers eventually, and then comes out the direction of Targeth. Looking to take on Gust. Turns on the afterburners. Gust coming back in cover. Ball played forward for Sands, just unable to find number 9. Nice build-up once again, but unable to apply the final product. Looking to find Duarch. Using that space, reels it in. Nice ball. Libato coming through. Poked free, good defending. Sitsidis coming back as Nathan Liberto looked to bring that ball under control. And after that miscued pass from Targeth, Altona wasting little time in counter-attack, bring it back down the other end. It was a lovely ball over the top to find Bull Duarch. Showing some great pace down that right-hand side, causing a few headaches for Newman Ali. Ali coming across to Moreland from the North Sunshine Eagles. Plenty of work to do this afternoon with Bull Duarch, causing a few headaches. Mukacha. Stajeski allowed to canter all the way forward. Haji. Shot there from Anastovsky, skewing off the left foot for a goal kick. So despite Moreland's only shot on goal coming in the form of that Kuno goal, well positioned with this 1-0 lead. Feels though an Altona goal can't be too far away. They've created a few chances for them in this first half. Anastovsky having a number of opportunities as Liberto played back, trying to find the path of Anastovsky. Intercepted by Waters, who's coming back, given away a chance, finished off nicely, and Anastovsky makes it 3 goals, does he? The flag is raised. The celebrations put on pause for Altona. Well, a little lapse in concentration from Moreland and let off the hook right there. Darcy Anastovsky with the composed finish. Oh, so very nearly made it 3 goals in 3 games. The game just opening up slightly past few minutes or so. Mukacha. Strzelecki playing it forward. Liberto. He's got Sahavdic looking to whip a ball in at the far post. Unable to reach for it was Haji. Well, Moreland were oh so close to conceding. Still chasing their first clean sheet of the season. Mukacha. Duach. Liberto. Interchange of pass on his right-hand side. He had numbers wrapping around. Eventually worked himself into all sorts of trouble, and now Jose Sanz playing it forward. O'Driscoll well positioned once again. Altona just beginning to take control of this contest despite being behind on the scoreboard. Nervous little moment there for John Strzelecki. Slip from Meccano. Sahavdic. Haji. Ascosi, Haji looking to play it back for his number 9. Moreland not out of the woods just yet. Pressure being applied right here. Condeleon opting to keep that ball in. Goal kick not getting the most purchase that Alex Condeleon would have liked, perhaps. Time and space for Haji, working it forward. Goes from range, and it's a fair effort, and once again, Condeleon called into action. Ismail Haji fancied his chances from distance, struck it nicely, and the goalkeeper making yet another fine save for Moreland. Been a busy afternoon in the office so far for Alex Condeleon. Coming up from NPL2 with the club as the ball whipped in. Sent straight back out where it came from. Of that first corner was the dress rehearsal. Let's see if this is the final act here for Altona. Ball whipped in and too much applied to it. Jose, where things are going your way, those miscued corners can find themselves drifting into the top corner. Not to be for Altona as they find themselves behind as we approach the half-an-hour mark. Ali. Sanz. Tarjith. Ismail Haji injecting himself in the contest in the past few minutes. Buljuach. Stewart allowed to continue cantering forward. Playing with fire there from a Moreland City perspective. Sitsitis did well to win the ball back. Now they on the fast break. Targeth motoring forward ahead of him. Trying to find his number 10. In a foot race here with Gus, trying to get past the defender. Cries for a Moreland corner. Well, it's when Moreland have looked their most dangerous this afternoon, when winning that ball back and wasting little time in going direct towards the Altona goal on the fast break. With that 3 that Altona play at the back, they can find themselves vulnerable when giving the ball away in the midfield. Ball sent in. Cuba's corner headed away. Dedication there by Spall, trying to win it. Both players came challenging in for the ball. Gus went for the ball and yellow card brandished. So Alex Gus have to be on his best behaviour for the remainder of the contest after making contact there with Diego Cuba. Cuba now winning the free kick and well positioned to whip this ball in. Players crowd in and around the box. Cuba delivers. Whipped in and collected there by Rossi. Thought about unleashing on that right-hand side. Opts to go long instead. Haji. Liberto. Liberto. Sahavdic. Haji trying to spot the run. Well positioned was Nilman Ali. Fulton pouring forward for Moreland. Find himself in a spot of bother and the ball given away. Liberto trying to win it back. Plays it back in the path of Haji. Does well. Had some good options in the box and couldn't find one. And that pass from Ali trying to head it down the path of Condeleon gifts the visitors a corner. El Hawley moving into the box. Ball delivered in. Bobbling around. Liberto trying to bring it down, trying to take it on the volley. Had an air swing and eventually ushered off the ball there by Fletcher Fulton. Cuba plays in the path of Akano, gets it back. In a change of passing, Fulton hit the deck, but it works out rather nicely. Akano wrestling for it. And eventually the call coming. Stajeski goes all the way across to O'Driscoll. Stajeski trying to spot the run of Gust. Spall coming across and heads it out of play for a Altona throw. Cleared by Sitsidis. Falls into the path of Anastosky. Duarch. It's been dangerous in this first half. Ball won nicely there by Ali. Poked it free, but Altona maintained possession. O'Driscoll. You can see Mukachar dropping into that centre-back role when O'Driscoll is allowed to fancy his chances and move forward. Savdic. Ball played back into his path. Trying to get around Cuba, went to ground rather easily. Too easily, according to the referee. Akuno with some open space. He needed a good ball. The ball sitting up in the air a little bit longer than he would have perhaps liked. If Cuba could have been a little bit more direct. There was a real opportunity there for Akuno to take that ball in his stride. Just had to wait for it as it sat up in the breeze. And ultimately the opportunity goes begging. Waters couldn't control and gives the ball back to Altona. 10 minutes remain in this first half. Moreland City 1, Altona Magic 0. Apai Akuno scoring from the spot to give Moreland City a valuable lead in a season where points have been very hard to come by. Fulton in full force. El Hawley getting back with the defensive duties. Fulton plays the ball into a dangerous area and eventually it bobbles up and easily taken by Christian Rossi in the end. Fulton, who earned the penalty for his side for that Akuno goal. He's been strong down that left-hand side. Scored in that game against Manningham. The only real bright spot after what was a disappointing defeat to a fellow team looking to battle relegation. Duarch. Moreland City have to be careful not allowing Bull Duarch time and space to cut back in across the face of goal. A number of occasions he's got that ball at the right wing position and just been allowed to work his way into an opportunity, to a position where you'd fancy his chances to take a shot on goal. Hasn't been able to make the host pay as of yet. Keep inviting the wolf in the hen house. Eventually it's going to bear bad news. Mukachar and John Stajeski standing over this. Plenty of numbers looking to make a run. El Hawley. Not enough loft on that ball forward. Moreland give it straight back. Sahavdic. Difficult ball to control, that ball that's bobbling around, but it's one back there. Anastosky works himself into a cul-de-sac, but wins the corner for his troubles. Delivered at the near post. Bobbling around. Goalkeeper came to collect. Thomas eventually headed out of danger. Targeth trying to muscle his way, well defended at the back. El Hawley doing well. Ismail Haji popping up on this left-hand side. Ali's header brought down there by Anastosky, wrestling for it. Receiving some attention by Sitsidis. Targeth spinning on a dime. Gets free of Liberto. Now the Chilean gets past Gust. Dangerous ball whipped in and well dealt there by O'Driscoll, showing his experience. Cool, calm, collected at the back. Liberto. Duach now finds himself on this left-hand side, so just tweaking the game plan slightly. A few positional changes to see if they can unlock this Moreland City defence. Kuno. Called his name a number of times already in this first half. Aaron O'Driscoll. Been a workhorse for them in this first half. Final 5 minutes. Moreland will be desperate to go into half-time with 1 goal advantage. Perhaps make it 2. Altona, they've been knocking on the door, unable to land a decisive blow as of yet. Buljuach skips free of Thomas. Ball played across the face of goal. Falling kindly and put into the back of the net. 1-1. Nasa Havdic. Right place, right time. You felt as though Altona, they weren't far away from finding that equalising goal. It was the lovely work from Buljuach in the lead-up. Just skipped free of Corey Thomas down this left-hand side. Played a dangerous ball in. And so Havdic well positioned and applied the composed finish. Just what the doctor ordered for Altona Magic. Would have been disappointed to go down that goal to Apai Okuno in the early stages of that first half, and I have to say they've had the better of the chances. And eventually rewarded with the goal right there. Nasa Havdic. Altona's 14th goal of the campaign. Despite those 2 wins, only the 1 goal in both of those games. Jose Sands working hard for it, looking to win the ball back and in a duel, and eventually does. Akuno couldn't find him on the return, and now chance to break. Gets past Waters. Haji, ball back at his feet. Anastosky. His pass intercepted by Waters, but he couldn't maintain possession either. Goal scorer, Sahavdic, wrestling with Cuba. Liberto. Haji left it behind him momentarily. Wins a corner. And after being oh so close to taking a 1-goal advantage of their own into half-time, Moreland City now plenty of defensive work to do to ensure they don't go behind before the break. We saw in that loss to Heidelberg, done so well to open the scoring before sending 2 goals inside 4 minutes. Despite the late goal to draw them level before Josh Pinn's ultimate winner in the 90th minute. Be extremely disappointed to have let that first goal affect them inside that opening 5 minutes. So it is a danger period for Moreland, and ensure they don't drop their heads or drop the standards. Altona have got enough strike power to make them pay, no doubt. Spall. Spall unhappy with the options in front of him from his front 3. Fulton trying to keep it in, unable to do so. Duach. And back for Mukacha. Gust picked up a yellow card. Wins the ball back. Lovely little play there. Dangerous ball whipped in, headed on. Duach there to mop it up. Trying to link up with Anastovsky. El Hawley. Wobbly old ball, and Condolian comes out to collect. Time and space for Targeth. Just a real hit and hope. Sent straight into no man's land. Disappointing from the youngster right there. Needs to do better. Just the 1 minute of added time for this first half. Sun shining here at CB Smith Reserve. Duach. Like a game of table tennis, just back and forth action, up and down the pitch. The amount of kilometres put into the legs from both teams, whether fatigue will play a factor towards the back end of the second half, and which team will make the first changes. Haji pouncing on that loose touch. Lays a path into the path. Cuts it back. Chance here for the goal scorer. Heavy touch. Zahavdic couldn't bring it under control. Once again, Duach in the thick of it. And that'll be all she wrote for the first half. 1 goal apiece between these two sides. Moreland v Magic. Apai Akuno opening the scoring, making it 2 goals in 2 games for the Moreland City striker, scoring from the spot before an equaliser from Zahavdic, ensuring Altona head into the break on level. So as both teams going for a well-earned rest, we'll take a short break ourselves and be back with all the second half action. Second half action about to get back underway here at CB Smith Reserve. Moreland City, Altona Magic, all tied up at 1 goal apiece. Apai Okuno opened the scoring for the hosts, scoring from the penalty spot before an equalizer from Nasa Havdic. Seeing things level footing as we start the second 45. And now or never, half of football for Moreland City, desperate to come away with points. Languishing in last on the table with 0 wins, 0 draws, 14 defeats. Simply must come away with points to give themselves any chance of survival in 2024, while for Altona, they're looking to try and make it 3 wins on the trot after picking up those wins over St Albans and most recently the Melbourne Knights. Haven't had all their way after going down that early goal, but they did look the better of the two sides in that first half. Moreland's only real opportunity in front of goal coming in the form of that goal kick, the penalty kick, I should say. Been well maintained at the back. Aaron O'Driscoll particularly strong for Altona. Well, continuing down that theme, going down the right-hand side, Bull Duach also heavy involvement in the first half, laying on the assist, the ball across the face of goal for that Sahavdic goal. Look at sharp. Ball pinballing around for Gust. Neil Manali is poking the ball out of play, miscuing his pass. Intercepted in the midfield by Spall. 24-year-old plays it back in the path of Ali. Cuba. Sends. Heavy touch, forced to go a little bit wider than he perhaps would have liked. Fulton won the penalty for that first goal. Ali, 23-year-old's pass cut out. Midfield there by El Houli. It's the 4 appearances last season for Mohamed El Houli. Getting his opportunity after the mass changes from that 2023 campaign. Ball played forward for Anastosky, but wasn't going to win that race. Sitsidis launches long. That 3-4-3 formation for Altona has caused some problems for Moreland in the midfield in that first half. Just struggling to maintain possession. The middle third of the field, giving away a little bit too easily. It's allowed the likes of Duach with the ball at his feet right there. Some opportunities and some time and space in goal-scoring situations. Pleasure of pride there by Haji. Ishmael Haji almost winning the ball back as Condolian tried to clear. So an early chance in this second half from a set piece for the visitors. Looking for their second goal to put themselves ahead. Numbers cramming in and around the box. Headed out by Ali. Stajeski all the way back to Christian Rossi. So Havdic trying to spot the run of El Hawley on this right-hand side, brought to ground. And Escossi played foot. Chasing for it was Duarch. Condolian clears. Cuba coming back. Loses out to Liberto. Now some space in front. Nathan Liberto. Cuba coming back for a second bite of the cherry. Buljuarch. Free of Ali. Plays it across. Well defended there. Sitsidis. Well positioned. Cries for a handball there from the Chilean Jose Sanz. Waters, Newman Ali. Waters wins it back. Ball one forward. Liberto. El Hawley to his right. Ball at his feet, played across. Thomas with the crucial interception for the hosts. It's been a bright start so far from the Magic to start this second half. Cuba miscuing his pass. So already there's been a few nervy moments for Alex Condolion in the second half. Saw that interception from the captain, Corey Thomas, to deny El Hawley as he looked to try and cross the ball in front of the face of goal. El Hawley. Back pass, almost pounced upon by Sanz. Rossi came out, and amongst all the chaos, somehow manages to win the ball back there for Altona. El Hawley almost playing the Chilean into a goal-scoring opportunity right there. It wasn't convincing, it wasn't conventional. Christian Rossi doing enough. Cuba. Fulton. Down his left-hand side. Rushes past. Ball played in. A chance and it's saved by Condolian. Christian Rossi, I should say. Not out of the woods yet. Ball played across the face of goal. Cuba comes to collect. What opportunity that was for Apai Okuno to make it 3 goals in 2 games. Directed his shot straight at the feet of Christian Rossi, who stood his ground to deny the number 11 for his second goal of the afternoon. In a game where chances are few and far in between. What a golden opportunity that was for the host right there. Puts that a metre either side of the goalkeeper, and Moreland City find themselves ahead. Just a few little nervous moments from Altona at the back. That El Hawley back pass almost played into the path of Jose Sanz, and then that chance for Okuno. This game well and truly coming to life. Points at a premium. Intercepted there by Staszewski. Mukacha. Haji. Aerob out there now for Moreland City. Coming on at the half. Made way for Michael Sitsidis to start this contest. We're back out there now for Moreland. Played forward. Brought to ground, wrestling for it. Mukacha. Tried to feed it there for Haji. Fulton back the other way. Breezes past 1, past 2, and now some time and space, heavy touch, and Staszewski went to ground and won the ball Fulton done all the hard work and just a little momentary lapse of quality. Duach. El Hawley making the run outside him. Liberto brings it onto his right foot, now onto his left, goes for goal and over the crossbar. Well, that shot looked destined for the top left corner and just kept sailing up. Nice bit of work there from Nathan Liberto. Got himself into a nice position. Got the shot away, unable to find that top left corner. So it's going to be another change for Moreland. Coach Colin Cooper not afraid to make the changes. Try and wrestle back some momentum. Cuba playing it forward. So Newman Ali was the player to make way at half-time. Touched on the pressure that he'd been receiving from Bull Duach. Now the sub, Arob, his pass unable to find Sands. So Curtis Miley also coming into the action for the hosts. The youngster coming across from Clarence Zebras in Tasmania, just 18 years of age. Now, working it forward, Anastovsky. Pass there from Haji. Clattering into Miley. Miley winning it back. And the youngster doing well to strip him of possession, and eventually they look to play it out. Miley held on to it for too long, gives the ball back to Altona. Both sides scrapping for it now from long distance. Hey, Rob. Numbers pouring forward here for Moreland. Cuba playing in the path. Ball across. Akuno on the right foot. Another opportunity for Apai Akuno to make it his 69th goal in Moreland colours. Couldn't apply the finish. Always difficult taking those balls in the half volley. Couldn't get over the top of it. Well and truly sailed over the crossbar. Crisis averted momentarily for Altona. Rob. Liberto. Waters assessing options. Goes all the way out to Curtis Miley. Miley gives it away, and now Altona looking to expose him at the back, out of position. Liberto. His pass intercepted. Contact there, and Tries from Cuba. Centre Ayuek out there as well for Moreland City. Another one of those changes. So Colin Cooper reshuffling things slightly at the half. Not happy with what he's seeing inside that opening 45 minutes, where Altona did have a number of chances in front of goal. Ball laid forward. A-Rob lets it go all the way. Condolian quickly sending it back where it came from. Driscoll strong. Mukucha. Switch of play out in the direction of Juach. Brought to ground. Thread through the legs, looking to play it forward. Trying to spot the run of Liberto. Miley. Sands looking to hold it up. Waters opting not to go forward and create an option there for Cuba. Instead, they had to go long in the direction of Fulton. O'Driscoll well positioned, sends it high up in the sky. Juach wrestling with A-Rob. El Hooley caught Fulton. Stray boot. Had to be careful there. The young midfielder for Altona. Apologise, it is still Matt's ball out there, just getting the numbers mixed up, so AUX still not into the play as of yet. Chance for a Moreland corner. Set pieces could be there. Opportunity back in this contest. Header down there by A-Rob, but easy pickings for Christian Rossi. El Hooley. Juach. Once again, a player down in back play for Moreland. Fletcher Fulton once again. The 21-year-old is the top goal scorer for the season, 5 goals to his name. Or 6 goals, I should say. Seems to be in some discomfort right here. One of their strongest performers, can ill afford to lose him in the midfield, Moreland. Hopefully for Moreland's sake, injury not too significant. Whether he can return to the field of play. In the meantime, Moreland down a man. Sjeski. Sahavdic, the Altona goal scorer, gets it back. Miley to deal with. Mukucha. Liberto, offside flag is raised. Juach just straying offside. Clock having ticked over the hour mark. Goals still scored 1 each. Which team able to break the deadlock? As I touched on, Altona looking for 3 straight wins, having versed the other sides at the bottom of the table. Cuba trying to win it back. Good shot there to usher the ball out of play before eventually clearing, but only as far as A-Rob. Spall brings it down. Sands trying to bring it under control. Poked free by Sajewski. Waters, formerly at Brunswick Juventus, finds himself in Moreland City colours this season. Miley playing with confidence, brought to ground there by Liberto. Miley's injection into the contest has been fruitful so far. He's had a few nice moments down that right-hand side, the youngster. Just bringing a positive brand of football, injecting a bit of energy into this Moreland side. Still yet to create any real opportunity in front of goal, apart from Meccano's miss in the second half. It wasn't a miss, it was directed straight at the feet of Christian Rossi, but Chancey from the set piece, whipped in and taken on the chest. Altona setting up camp in the Moreland half. Skips free of Miley and the shot wayward once again. Wasteful in front of goal. Zahovdic unable to get that one on target. Substitution Nathan Liberto to make way. Jawad Rezai enters the fray. Come across from Hume. So after a solid shift in the middle, Nathan Liberto gets a rest. Some fresh legs for Altona as they try and unlock this Moreland defence. Try and break the deadlock. Sands, flag is raised. Just straying offside the Chilean. Luca Toro in the number 15 also entering for Moreland. Fletcher Fulton unable to shake off that injury. You can see him doing the fitness test on the sideline. Obviously deemed unfit to continue. It's Toro there. El Hawley. El Hawley still with the ball at his feet. Skips free of Toro. And then a pass to no man's land. After doing all the hard work, the young midfielder gives the ball back. Toro. Trying to looking to increase their productivity through the midfield. Haji stripped of it. Waters brings it back the other way. Spall Sun continues to shine on down at CB Smith Reserve. Moreland City 1, Altona Magic 1. Now this right-hand side. Couldn't find a teammate and couldn't find the neither side really making the most of their opportunities in this second 45. Contact and cries from the Moreland players. Of course, Alex Gust already on a yellow card after picking one up in the first half. Has to be careful not to give away a second. Driving run. Skips through Cuba. Sands lays it off in the path. No, Rob. Just got it caught underneath his feet there. Allowed the Altona defence to pounce. Rezai. Savdic. Gust. Still allowed to go forward. The sting that he required to get it past Condolian, who came out to collect. And after a 10 or so minute period when either side were really able to generate any meaningful opportunity, all of a sudden Altona springing to life, and that man once again looking dangerous. Duarch brought to ground, play allowed to continue and eventually cleared the direction of Toro. Up against El Huli. Waters almost spins himself in a trouble of Rezai before playing all the way back to Thomas. Corey Thomas, most appearances of anyone, and now a chance. Akuno. Open pasture in front of him, looking for the finish. Sands out to goal! Moreland hit the front. It's the Chilean Jose Sands. And what a time to put his side ahead in a game of the most importance for this club, desperate for their first points in 2024. They hit the lead with 15 minutes remaining. Apai Akuno registering the assist.
2-1.
And after absorbing some pressure, Moreland take their opportunity with both hands. And after such a long wait, could this just be the day that Moreland finally pick up their first points of the competition? Keeping a flicker of hope alive for their 2024 campaign. Jose Sands gets his second goal for the club. Still have plenty of work to do to apply the finish, and Apai Akuno done all the hard work and skipped free of his man. Moreland on the brink of securing their first 3 points. El Houli for Altona. Falls kindly, and a chance, and an immediate reply. Darcy Anasowski makes it 3 goals in 3 games. Heartbreak for Moreland.
Goal for Altona Magic, 2-2.
The dust had barely settled on Moreland's goal that put them ahead before Darcy Anasowski does what he does best and finds the back of the net. And as has been the case, the theme, the trend across Moreland's 2024 season, their hard work undone in a matter of moments. Nice little 1-2. Now back the other end, this game coming to life. Spall. Sands. Trying to whip a ball across, falls kindly. Waters has to collect. Spall. Intercepted crucially at the back by Gus, and now they bring it back the other way. Looking to spot a run. Rezai. Anasowski, the goal scorer. Ball falls kindly. Well cleared there and out of danger by Sitsidis. Darcy Anasowski, just the 10 appearances last season in some goal scoring form. 3 goals in 3 games. And he puts Altona back level. Moreland's lead lasting only a matter of minutes. Just when Colin Cooper's men began to believe, come away with the full 3 points, that lead evaporating. El Houli. Haji. Trying a little 1-2. Falls kindly. Rezai! Condolian doing enough. We saw in last week's game against Heidelberg, after the hosts equalised, Moreland just dropping their heads and allowed that second goal in the side. Just 4 minutes in between those 2 goals. They can't afford to let Altona find a third right here. All of a sudden there's a bit of spring in the step as Altona work it forward. Game just suddenly coming to life in this second half. Savdic, El Houli, Anastovsky. Gets past one, runs into Curtis Miley, who strips him of possession, and now the youngster bringing it back the other way. Toro. Jose Sands. Trying to spot the run of Akuno. Rezai, there's an open run, couldn't find him. Sahavdic had open air in front of him. Rezai just had a little bit more loft to that ball, and he was in. Sahavdic scored Altona's first. Rezai looking to feed him back through. Thomas scampering back to keep up with him. Ball allowed to come in. Arob with the clearance. Duach. Going to feed it through the legs of Arob. Weak clearance, falls kindly for Mukacha. Caught in 2 minds whether to shoot or pass, and comes out with a poor result as a consequence. 10 minutes remain in this contest. 2 goals apiece. Moreland v Magic. O'Driscoll strong. Duarch in a battle here with Thomas. Thomas looking to use all of his experience. Duarch did well to keep in the field of play. Brings it back. Free kick going the way of Moreland. A few nervy moments there for Alex Condolian. Condolian coming out, I should say, sorry. And after last week's heartbreaker against Heidelberg in the 90th minute, we head into the final 10 minutes of play. Perhaps those flashbacks coming back for Moreland City and their fans. Desperate to at least register a point for their performance this afternoon. Spall brought down there by Haji. Here's the free kick for his side. Calling forward on that right-hand side. Toro was wide open and instead Cuba stands over as the numbers pour forward towards the box. Can Moreland produce some magic from the set piece? Headed onto the path, a chance! Trickling in front of the face of goal. A collective gasp from the Moreland City fans. They thought the ball had fallen kindly for Matt Spall. Football can be a game of inches, and Moreland coming very close to grabbing their third right there. Cuba stripped of it. Haji. Zahavdic. Anastovsky. Ball across the face of goal! Jawad Rezai makes it 3. Heartbreak for Moreland. Altona hit the front. After Moreland City went 2-1 ahead, thanks to Jose Sands. 2 goals now, Darcy Anastovsky and now Jawad Rezai. Gives Altona Magic the lead for the first time in this contest. And what a time to do it. Nice work there from Darcy Anastovsky. Whipped the ball across the face of goal. It was let run. And Jawad Rezai at the back post. Composed in the finish and lashes it into the back of the net. Still time for Moreland. How will they bounce back mentally after that latest blow? It's been a tale of their season. Battling away and at the pointy end, coming unstuck. Once again, more goals coming inside the final 10 minutes of play. Change being made. Ismail Haji given an early rest. So the reinforcements in the midfield for Altona. No doubt taking a more defensive attitude as we head in towards the final moments of this contest. Goran Lozanovsky making the changes they try and hold on to this 3-2 lead. Have not led for 83 minutes of this contest, but now they do heading into the pointy end. Stephen Lawless out there now for the visitors. Saw the impact the substitutes can have with Jawad Rezai scoring that goal to put them ahead after coming on in the second half. For a few moments, the Moreland City fans starting to believe they could come away with the full 3 points here this afternoon. All of a sudden, desperation stations just to try and clinch a point. Things won't get any easier for Moreland in their bid for their first points. The Oakley Cannons on the road next week. Side in form. Always a tough customer while for Altona. If they are able to come away with their third straight win here this afternoon, they'll have to do it and continue that streak against an informed Hume City side. Zavdic into the path of Lawless, tripped up. Eventually the call coming as Curtis Miley looked to take it back the other way. You just see the fresh legs there from Stephen Lawless, just weaving through a couple of tired bodies in that Moreland midfield. It's been a beautiful afternoon for some football. Both sets of fans treated to an exciting contest between these two sides that, until a fortnight ago, this could have been a battle for relegation. All of a sudden, Altona, a mid-season revival, well and truly alive. If they dare to dream, it could be a Stephen Bradbury-like finish to their 2024 season if they can keep this kind of form up. Of course, all those 3 wins coming against sides that find themselves in the bottom 4 of the NPL Victoria table. Football's a funny game when the goals start flowing. Start to play with some confidence. That can trickle out into performance against your more fancied outfits. Darcy Anastosky, 3 goals in 3 games. All of a sudden now brimming with confidence after a slow start. Clashing in the midfield. Lawless might have just left a boot in, taking matters into his own hands. He's pointing at his quad, claiming he was caught himself. So it's been a topsy-turvy game between these two teams. Apai Okuno scoring from the spot to open Moreland's account before Nasa Havdic equalised right before half-time. Yellow card shown here for Stephen Lawless. This is Okuba will receive a caution himself for the role he played in that altercation, no doubt. What a cheeky moment. Condolian trying to just knock that ball forward a few extra metres. Crowd well aware of it. Max Hamlin having some eyes in the back of his head to pull up the goalkeeper on that occasion, not getting away with it. So after Jose Sands put Moreland ahead 2-1, heading into the final third of this game, you thought Moreland could be coming away with a victory. Man, it lasted only a few minutes before Darcy Anastovsky has managed to sneak one in the near post of Alex Condolian. And then the substitute, Jawad Rezai, scoring a few minutes later to put them ahead. Spall, Thomas, centre back all the way up in the midfield now as Moreland search for that goal, and Altona were on the fast break. They had numbers pouring forward. Jawad Rezai could have found Buljuach. The foul being committed, and as a result, Moreland free kick. Just about every player on the pitch pouring forward. One last roll of the dice for Moreland, perhaps. Cuba delivers. Headed out of danger now. Jawad Rezai, goalkeeper off his line. Cuba coming across in defensive duties. Jawad Rezai looking to make it two, and well defended there by Cuba. Came across in cover. Showing his experience there. Very nearly could have made matters go from bad to worse for Moreland. Unsurprisingly, pouring all the numbers forward in a bid for a late equaliser. Savdic pinned in the corner. Chance for Altona to add an extra goal to their lead. Cuba wasting little time and launching it long at Kuno. Bypasses the head of Sands. Now Gust. Heavy contact clattering through. Spall saying he claimed his ground. Stood his ground, I should say. Yellow card shown for Matt Spall. 24-year-old. Perhaps could have done a little bit more to get out of the way of Alex Gust, who came chasing after the football. In a bid to milk a few more minutes off the clock. Looks like this could be 3 substitutions for Altona. So Alex Gust, to receive that knock, makes way. Goal scorer Savdic also gets an early rest alongside Sad Mukacha. So the reinforcements arrive as Altona look to close out this contest. Matthias Gonzalez picking up a few minutes at the end of this game. Not entirely sure how much involvement he'll be yet to play, but I'm going to close this one out. Ball hitting the heel there of Rezai. Fabrizio, the substitute, ball at his feet right now. Plays in the path of Rezai. Trying to link up with Anastovsky. Toro mopping up. Rezai gets back. Corey Thomas sets chase. Air swing there from Arob on Anastovsky. Condolian. Time now the enemy for Moreland. Akuno. O'Driscoll, who's been so strong at the back for Altona. Arob wins the ball back. Sands. Lawless try to poke it free. Sands trying to whip it forward. Ball bobbling around the midfield. Toro
Okuno is straight to an offside position. Will be a corner. You can see Christian Rossi rushing out to try and stop that ball before it went over the line, because now a golden opportunity for Moreland. Throwing the kitchen sink at it in a bid for a late equaliser. Referee Hanlon just speaking to players. Moreland looking for a late equaliser in the near post. Card going to be shown. So that corner will be taken again. Some late drama. Both sides need to keep their calm. Cuba to deliver from the corner. It's a dangerous ball, bobbling around. A chance there for Miley. Couldn't apply the finish. Well, it fell kindly for the 18-year-old. Couldn't produce a moment of magic when Moreland needed it most. And that'll be full time here at CB Smith Reserve. An entertaining clash between Altona Magic and Moreland, and Moreland's quest for their first points of 2024 continues. Pipped 3-2 in the end by an Altona side that makes it 3 wins on the trot. It's been the common theme across Moreland City season in 2024. Battling away across the 90 minutes. They looked as though they were in a position to come away with the 3 points. And in the blink of an eye, it all goes horribly wrong for the men at home. Moreland now will try and turn things around. Not an easy task when they face the Oakley Cannons next week. While for Altona, they'll play host to Hume City at Paisley Park. My name's Simon Rathbone. It's been a pleasure to have your company on NPL TV this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed the contest, and we look forward to having your company in round 12.